up here for the live. All right, we'll put this hand on a little stand. Let me zoom us in so we can see real good. All right, hopefully you guys will be able to see really, really well. All right, so we are gonna build, we're just gonna work with one nail because I still haven't gotten in my new hand yet. And we know this one can be finicky, so we're just gonna do one nail today. Hopefully by next week I'll have my new hand in and we can do more fingers. That'll be perfect. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pretend as if she's a client, and I'm gonna get her nail cleaned up. So this is her regular nail, of course. We're gonna pretend, you know. So I'm gonna get my e-file. This is my arbor band. It's just a light grit arbor band. I'm gonna turn my e-file on. Let's go 6,000 RPMs. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get her cleaned up. I'm gonna move my little thing here out the way. You know what, let me grab a little paper towel too, just to catch the dust. Because I know people are still gonna be coming in anyway. All right, let's put this under her too, to help catch stuff. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove her cuticle, which is right back here. And I'm just going to take my e-file on just a horizontal, keeping it horizontal to the nail. And I'm just gonna go across here and we're gonna remove that cuticle. Okay. Let's get it a little bit better. There's a little bit back here that I can get better, I think. Actually, let me get it with my file. I had to do this the other day too. Okay, let me kick this nail off. And I'm just gonna shape her up right back here because she's got a little nubbin back here that I wanna take care of. There we go. All right. Let's get this back on here. Okay, let's get her cleaned up again. Let's go back by the cuticle. Take that cuticle off. There we go. And then we're just gonna come across that nail and feather it all the way through, removing all the shiny. So I'm just gonna go back over her nail anywhere that looks shiny. It looks like I didn't get it well enough. I'm gonna be sure and get it. Okay, you don't wanna overfile the nail, of course, but we've got it pretty good. She's got a good surface that will hang on to the gel. So we got that taken care of. Then I can go in with my young nail swipe. Hello, everybody coming in. Hey, Sugar. Hey, Genevieve. Hey, Normal Lopez. All right, I'm gonna go in with my swipe. And I'll be doing a tutorial this weekend too on this hand. We're gonna remove product and do an extension. So watch for that to happen this weekend. But otherwise, we're just gonna work on mannequin hand today. All right, so let's get her cleaned up. Swiping that nail is gonna dehydrate the nail as well as clean it real good. So, well, her nail's already fallen off. Get her back up on there. You see. Now, let's see where her back is. Okay, I'm assuming that's, I think I did her the other way around. Hang on. Get her back up there. No, I was right the first time. Okay. Put her nail on right. Get her nail on right. Okay. There we go. I think that's right. Maybe it was right the other way. I'm not sure. But she'll work. Okay. So we've got her ready. I'm gonna build my extension. We're gonna do, I think I'm gonna do an almond nail. And we'll just do kind of like an active almond. Kind of like what I'm wearing on my one hand here. Okay, let's get this squeezed in. Kiss these little two sides. Normally you would undo this if it's on a person, of course. We're gonna have fun, sugar, today. It's gonna be an encapsulated design, spring design, of course, for the holiday. It should be a lot of fun. Let me see if that looks like she is on straight. It looks pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna pinch her in just a hair. Okay, while she's sitting there, let me grab my gel. I'm just gonna use my Build, what is this that I'm gonna use? I'm gonna use my concealer pink. Okay. I'm gonna squeeze a little amount on here, long enough to form her extension. Get my brush, which should be here somewhere. There it is. I'm gonna zoom us in. You guys let me know if you have any questions whatsoever, okay? And otherwise, I'll try to tell you what products I'm working with as I go. This is Young Nail Synergy Gel in Concealer Pink, and it's a hard gel. Comes in a tube and a pot. Okay, I'm just gonna move a little bit of this up here, get it attached to our side. Same over here. Jandy, if you'll keep me in line with the video, so that way I don't get it out of the picture. Okay, and I'm gonna build a almond. So let me go ahead and stretch this down. I'm gonna come a little bit further out just to make her kind of roundy, so I can always shape her with my file.
Cheer Girl said hi. Question.
Hello, Cheer Girl, yes. I'll wait for your question.
Does it matter what nail polish you use?
Yes and no. I guess if you're talking about for nail art, you'll want to use a gel. You can use regular lacquer if you want to, but gel's just going to work better for you since we're on top of gel. Otherwise, if you just are talking about a hard gel to extend the nail with, that's what you want to use, is just a hard gel.
Ash said hi.
Hello, Ash. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and freeze this into place. Get my brush out the way so I don't freeze my brush. So we're just gonna put our LED UV light on here, give it a good little flash. We're gonna go ahead and build the bulk of our nail, leaving a little bit of room to encapsulate. But my tip is gonna be good. I don't need anything see-through, so we're just going in with that concealer color.
Cheer Girl said thank you.
Yes, you're welcome, Cheer Girl.
Jessica and Maria said hi.
Hello, Jessica, Maria. How's your day going? It's Thursday, it's almost Friday. I'm excited about that. Okay, she's pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my color back here on the nail.
MM Skittles and Ava said hi.
Hello, MM Skittles and Ava. All right, I got me a dollop up here. I'm just gonna use this as my base coat, and I'm just gonna go right in with applying it on the nail in the thickness that I need it.
Jessica said good. How about you?
Good.
Off to the side just a little bit.
Okay, thank you, Jandy.
Cheer Girl said my birthday was yesterday and my birthday party is the 28th.
Nice, happy birthday.
13 years old, I assume.
13, wow. That was a fun year for me. Hopefully it'll be a great little party for you.
Tilly said hi.
Hello, Tilly. Okay, I'm just gonna pull this down. Anybody doing anything fun this weekend? I don't think we have any plans, do we, Jandy?
Work Saturday.
Oh, you do. Jandy's working this weekend. I'm gonna build this up a little bit higher. Just coming kind of right down that middle, where my apex needs to be. pulling that down. When I kind of meet up with where I put my extension on, I'm just going to kind of swipe it through. Just very lightly. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put her in the nuker, let her cure. Okay, she's going to go inside. Hang on. Whoop. And I just hit it like I did the other day. Hang on. Oh, I keep hitting my nail lamp, guys. I'm fixing her before she goes back in. So that way she won't be too crazy. Hang on, my hand doesn't want to go straight. Okay. There we go. Now I got her in there. Okay. I'm going to show you some of the stuff we're going to be using to build today. Our nail art here for Easter. And I'm kind of debating on some of it, but let me show you what I've got planned for us. So I know I want to do a black background. So I've got my Perfect Black by Madame Glam. And then I know I want to use some of these pretty little flowers that I've gotten over time through Shein. And I love so many of these. I'm glad that they're really bright colors. Let's see what this one is. This one is some leaves. We don't need leaves. So I'll use some of these. And then let's see what else I've got in here. Some smaller flowers. But I think I want to mainly do the bigger ones. Those flowers are cute too. Some spring flowers. And these are leaves, I think as well. Yeah, mainly leaves. Okay, we'll use these two for our nail art. And then I think I'm also gonna kind of put in some of these. I got these several years ago from Young Nails, one of their Christmas boxes. And it's really flashy and it's gonna add a lot of sparkle to the nail. So I wanna use this. And then another one that I might use, because it's Easter, this is a really pretty kind of pink. It's got a little bit of flash of purple and yellow, and it's by Gemini Cosmetics. It almost looks like Christmas tinsel, right? I got this year, and I think we'll use definitely the green and possibly this one, and we'll just get started. I think my nail is built up enough where I can do what I want to do on here. Okay, she's looking good. So she's not gonna be totally smooth on top, but that's okay. We can work with her the way she is. Let me get this over here in case I need that. My brush is here. Let's put on a layer of black because I know I want to add black as the background. Get my black open, and I keep getting my black all over me as I work. Hang on here. Okay. Get my black open. And I'm just gonna go right on top of this nail. And I'm gonna polish her all over.
Evil said hi, how are you doing today?
Good, Evil, how are you? Just a thin layer of polish. But I wanna make sure I get it all over that nail. And I want to get back here, but I'm going to use my thin brush to get back there. Because I am real close to my cuticle. Okay, let me clean her up. Let's see.
Cassidy said you did a good job with nails.
Thank you so much. I'm going to put the tiniest bit more right here because I just wiped it off. Okay, let me try to wipe it off again. Well, it's not wanting to wipe off too well. Okay, it's all right. We will work with it. I'm going to dip my little thin brush into some of that black so I can get back by the cuticle nicely. So I'm just going to tilt her nail down. Get right in back here. And I can go ahead and take care of this side too that didn't want to look real good for me, so. I'm gonna get a little bit more. I don't need too much, but enough to go around. There we go. Okay, that looks good. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Let's take this off the front. Alrighty. Let's see, do I need to clean her up any before I nuke her? Maybe just a hair. So let me get my little cleanup. I use my little cleanup, this little cleanup tool, and I'm just gonna go right around the skin just to make sure I didn't get any on the skin. And I can get a little bit closer, it looks like. I'm just gonna dip this in my black and come right here. Okay. Alrighty, I'm not too worried about the side right now, like getting it on the side, because we'll have to shape her and stuff anyway. But I'm pretty good with how she looks. We're gonna thin her out anyway, so. All right, let's go on. Let me get her nuked real quick, and then we'll go on to adding our fun things, which is the best part. Always. Are you excited, Jandy? We're gonna do some, we're gonna use some flowers and some little holographic material to just give her a fun little nail for Easter. I like using the black. I think the black's really gonna make everything pop. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put her in the big nuker just for a second, just to make sure she cures the best that she can. Okay, because that black polish, sometimes that black doesn't want to cure too well, so let's just get her in there and give her a good nuke. Just for about 20 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull her out. Alrighty. She should be good. Okay, get her pushed back. Let me know, guys, if you need me to zoom in or anything. Okay, I'm gonna get my flowers out. Here we go. Okay, here's my flowers. I think first, before I lay my flowers, I think I wanna put down some of this green. So let's pop this open and let's cut some of this off. And I kind of want to do maybe some different sizes and different shapes. We don't need a ton, just a little bit. I think I will, let's see, move this out the way for a second. It's kind of getting stuck already on my... Thank you, I appreciate that. I have fun always, that much is for sure. I always have fun. Okay, let's put this down here. That's kind of part of the game, you know? Start by enjoying it and having fun. Okay. I'm gonna go in here with these. I wanna make sure that they're the right side up whenever I pick them up and lay them down. Let's see, let's put that one right there. And just kind of press it down. I'm gonna zoom us in a hair more. Isn't that cute? This will be fun. Okay, I'm gonna lay it down on this side. Should be tacky enough to hang on to these. There we go. Might have to just kind of press it down a little bit. Okay, let's get this one picked up. And how about we bring this one just kind of across here. Uh-oh. She wanted to come up. Hang on. Let's just lay it across here. There we go. Okay, so there's really no wrong or exactly right way to do this. Just kind of have fun with it. Okay, and I think I want to add some of these little bits let's get this back here. Let's get some of our pink. And I think I'm gonna do, let me see, I'm thinking maybe more of the, oh, do I want more of the shimmery? I think I might. Let's see. Let's get a little bit of the pink. Uh-oh, I just picked up the whole thing. Okay, let's see what the pink looks like on here. Okay, that's fun. There. It kind of has very similar like sparkle. But I do want some of these other little pieces too. So let's cut a few of these off. And I'm just going to, let's see if I can just get these laid across here. Again, no right or wrong way. And if they go over, like see how it goes over a little bit, don't worry about it because we can just clip that right off. Okay, let's lay this one up here. Maybe I want to go across here. Okay, get it tacked down. If you run out of sticky, we can just dip into a little bit of either base or top coat. I've got top coat handy right here, so I'm just gonna dip into some top coat, lay it down right here. Pick up that one that I wanted to try to get on here and lay that down. There we go. Okay, let's get this kind of cut off just a hair. Uh-oh, I just picked it up again. But that one may not want to go on there. Hang on, let me see. See if I can do a better one. Let's try this one, it's smaller. Okay, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and cure this. That way we got a little bit of flash, and don't worry, like I said, if anything is sticking up, sticking out, don't worry about it because we can get it here in a second once things get kind of tacked down a little bit better. And I think I'm pulling more off. I'm gonna put a little bit more of this top coat down just to kind of hang on to things. All right, let's hold this down just a little bit better. There we go. Give that a cure. All right. Let me get this closed up. So we didn't use too much of the pink, which that was kind of like, I'm not sure if I want to use the pink, but I'm glad though that we used the green. Alrighty. There we go. So she's sticking out a little bit in different places. We can just take our scissors and nip those off just like so. You could also leave them on and then get it in the filing, but either way, or get it before. Okay, I think that's good.
No, you're fine.
The puppies are all being crazy. All right, and I think I'm leaning more towards these because they're more of like the natural flowers. Okay, let's do, you know what? I think I want to do this hot pink. And let's get, okay, I don't want this whole thing, so I'm just gonna cut this kind of in like little pieces. Just almost kind of half it. Let's cut a little bit more. All right, here we go. Let's get some of these tiny ones, and I'm just going to put them in here. I want to put where the head of the flower is kind of on top. I'm going to put down some more base.
You're all good.
Oh my goodness, the dogs are going crazy. Okay, so some more base. Just leave it wet. Now let's lay down our little flowers. I almost feel like I'm gonna like the bigger flowers better, but let's put in a couple of these. A couple of the baby ones. And then let's do a bigger one. Let's see, how about we do, ooh, that purple's pretty. And the purple's big. Right, let's get this one. Let's see if I can pick it up better with my big brush. Here we go. Oh yeah, she's real pretty. Okay, let's put her right here. Oh, picked her up. I almost feel like I need to lay down more base. Hang on. Let me get a sticky base. Let's do that. Okay, I've got some builder gel in clear, so I'm gonna use my builder gel in clear. That'll be a good sticky. Just put that right there. Now let's pick it up and lay that down. I'm gonna take that tiny one out of there. I like the bigger ones. Okay, get her laid down a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and cure her real quick. I'm gonna kind of come in on the side, get her over here. And then let's do another one. I think I am gonna dip into those smaller ones that I was thinking about. We'll do the one big one, and then let's do maybe some of these. Let me see what I think would be pretty. Oh, let's do a daisy one. I think that'll be pretty. Okay, pick up a daisy one. Let me see if I still have sticky up here. And I just removed the tiniest bit of my purple, but that's okay. Just kick that off my brush. Oh, I like that. Okay, and let's do, see, we've got a daisy, and how about we do one more? Yeah, one more. Okay, I want a tiny one, let's see. And I think I'm gonna put it right over here. We'll keep these on this side. And let's do, well, let's do this yellow one. So it's kind of a little daisy again, but it's yellow. There we go. Uh-oh. She's wanting to come off already. Hold her down there for a second. Let's nuke her. Okay, we've kind of got those on the side. I wonder if I shouldn't scoop some of this over to the center. Let me see what it would look like. That one's kind of on there. Let me see. That one's kind of on there too. This one's the only one that's kind of movable right now. Okay, I just kind of scooted it over just a little bit. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna bend these little flowers down a hair, kind of press stuff down. Uh-oh.
Off to the side.
Oh, I am getting off to the side, aren't I? Now this one's floating around again, hang on. Let me get some more gel. Okay, pick that back up and put that back down. I'm gonna go ahead and scoot it over to just a hair. There we go. That's so cute. Okay, freeze it.
Looks like a pond with lily pads.
It does, doesn't it? I know, I love it that it's flashy too. We're gonna add some more flash. Because I want more flash. I want more green flash. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and let me fill. Okay, she could use a little bit more sticky, so I'm gonna go back in with that builder gel and clear. Just kind of go over top here. There, am I back in the center now? Am I getting back in the center? I'm gonna scoot this. Alrighty, let's do this. I'm gonna go in with, I was wondering if I wanted to use some of these, and I think I will. This is in Lime Icy. And let's put some Lime Icy on here. Not too much, but a little bit. Just kind of plop those in. I don't want to completely cover up my black, but I do want more flash. Okay, let's pop this one right over here. She's real flashy. Whoop, where did she go? I think she fell back in there. There we go. Just put another one up there. Oh no, there she is. She a little big. Okay, let's do another piece. That's not so big. Sometimes you just have to search for just the right size. Now I got just the right size and it doesn't want to come off. Okay, here's another one. Let's see if that one's too big. No, I think it's good. Get that back up there. Okay, I want one more little one. Right over here. Ooh, and I think still one more. One more right in here. Oh, she's pretty. I like her a whole lot. Okay, let's get her nuked. Just kind of make her almost like as if she were a brooch and you were kind of decorating a brooch. You know what I mean? Okay, let me see if there's any sticky up in here. There's not, so let me get a little bit more because I think I want one more piece right in here. And I'm liking this Lime Icy a lot. It's very flashy and I like that. Okay. So I think if I started from the beginning again, I would use the Lime Icy instead of the Young Nails green that I had, this right here. Here, let me show you. That we very first started out with on top of that black. This one. Because I feel like the Lime Icy is a lot more flashy. Like I wanted flash and I thought this was gonna give us enough flash. But honestly, I like the Lime Icy better. It's from Young Nails too. But it just looks like it's got a little bit more gemstones on it. Which I like that look. I'm going for flashy. Kind of make it look like a little collage or like you're designing a brooch. Okay, let's pack up our Lime Icy. And let's get her encapsulated so we can really see her sparkle. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go in with my Build Pink by Young Nails. Synergy gel, again, a hard gel. And we're gonna cover her with this. And it's gonna magnify everything we've got on our nail. Okay. got that up there. Let's go ahead and make sure we get her all covered back here. Make sure you encapsulate all the goodies. All the way over here. Get all of this in here. I'm going to go out a little bit further on my encapsulation just because I want to make sure I get all of that flower in there. Oh, I am? Okay. Jandy said I was off to the side a little bit. Okay. Let me...
Where you get them flowers at?
I got them from Shein. I just kind of collected them over time. Yeah, I've been waiting to use them. I haven't used them in a nail design yet. Until now. So. Okay, let's get this cured real quick. I'm going to put her in the big nuker. Let me give her a quick zap real quick because it's going to take me a second to get her in the big nuker. So let me go ahead and zap her. I want to try to push this down just a hair more. There we go. Well. Okay, put her in the big nuker for 60 seconds. Get her in here. Okay, so she's in there. While she's in there, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of do a quick little cleanup right here. So that way I'm not working with so much of a mess. All we have left to do is just encapsulate her a little bit better and put our shape in there. And then we'll get to shaping her up and getting her real pretty. I'm gonna take my brush and just kind of clean it off so it's ready for the next time I get ready to use her. Let's give her a nice shape. And she goes back in the drawer. Same thing with my pointy brush. I just kind of make sure, I just wipe her with my fingers and put her in the shape I want her, and then wipe my fingers off and clean my hands, you know. Okay, let's get this out the way. Get our little bits and pieces picked up. Put that out the way. She's almost done. Here she comes. Alrighty. Okay, this is what she looks like so far. So we want to give her a little bit more encapsulation so I can make sure and put the shape in there that I want. She's almost there, but not, she's close. Okay, let's get, here we go. Let's see, that's my concealer pink. Let me grab the right tube. Okay, let's give her a little bit more just right on top. Just right up there. And I'm gonna grab my brush again. I was hoping I wouldn't have to add any, but we do. Okay, make sure she's got it on top, and then I'm just gonna kind of pull this down. Again, I want to make sure I've got it over here. Put in a little bit more over here, just for filing purposes. And okay, maybe a tiny bit right in here. Because she looks like she might have a divot. I can't get close enough to tell, but she looks like it, so might as well fill it in case I need it. Okay, she's almost where I need her. Okay, she's looking good. All right, back in the nuker for 60 seconds. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Hey, Chastity. I'm gonna change. Yeah, it's fun to watch. I always watch a ton of videos because I enjoy watching them. Okay, let's get this cleaned up. And then clean up my fingers. Okay. I'm gonna grab a little baby wipe. I like using these to kind of clean my hands as I go. So that way, in case I get any gel on them, it's easy to get it off. And I'm gonna switch my file because this is my 180 and it's pretty used. So I used it last night, so let's put a fresh one on. And I'm gonna do 100 grit. Let's get these out. See, have I not opened this yet? Yeah, I guess I haven't. Okay, let's get one of these. These are by Tammy Taylor. And I love that you can just throw them away. You just snap them on and then throw them away. Okay. Let's get this back peeled off. Just get it lined up here. There we go. Okay. Get our hand out and let's clean her off. So you can just use some swipe again. I'm just gonna use this little napkin. Let me get her cleaned off real quick, guys. She's got a sticky layer up here and I wanna get that taken off. Here, we'll use swipe. Okay, so I'm just gonna wipe off her sticky layer. Now let's get her filed. Okay, so she's gonna look like this for now until we get her shaped up. I'm gonna switch my file. Let's remove our arbor band and we're gonna put on a heavy duty grit here. Okay. Let's put our E-file on 12,000 RPMs. And I'm gonna start back here by the back. And I wanna kind of give this a nice slope. And come down a little bit more. I'm gonna try to kind of turn her like this so that you guys can see real well. Get her dusted off. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. Okay. Still got a little bit of ways to go here. Figure out where we want our apex, and I think I want it a little bit lower here. We don't need it real high. I'm going to come down at the front. Kind of have it on an incline. Coming up into our apex. Let's dust her off and see what she looks like. Well, hang on here. Sally's hard to work on, guys. Sally is not easy. Okay, let's come down a little bit more. Come through here. And back here, I want to come down a little bit better. Okay, let's go with that for now. Okay, let's get her taken in. So I'm gonna come over here and come up, bring her in. And take her down on the side. So I wanna come in at an angle over here. Okay, let's get this. I need to go faster, hang on. I'm gonna go with my E-file faster, so I put it on a 16. come in over here. Okay, and a little bit more over here. And then let's get rid of some of this fatness in here. So I'm gonna come in at that angle that I want her to be at. And you may have to kind of work yourself down into that angle because I built her up really thick. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there for a second. Let me get her dusted off so that way you guys can see real good. I'm gonna go in with my file and just clean her up a little bit. Kind of get her looking a little bit better so we can see her more clearly. So I'm gonna come under this nail. I wanna make sure it's coming just straight out from that sidewall. So she needs to be lifted up a little bit. Okay, now she looks like she's coming out straight. Let's see, I believe. Yeah, she's looking good. Okay, come over on this side. Same thing, I want her to come out straight from that sidewall. So she's looking pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna look underneath, make sure she looks even. She's a little lower on this left side, so I'm gonna focus on the left side, just lift her up a hair. I'm gonna kind of shape that tip the way I want it. Just like that. And then I wanna do my sidewalls. So on your sidewalls, you're kind of focusing just on this back half right here, and you're putting that file parallel, just straight up and down. And get it the way that you want it there. I like mine to look very natural, so that's the shape I'm going for. Same over here. And just stop every once in a while and have a look at it. Okay, I need to come in a little bit more. Okay, again, stop and look at it. I need to come in a little bit more over here. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and look from the client profile view to see where we are on her shape. She's got fingers falling off everywhere. Okay, we're getting there. She's looking pretty good. I do want to just kind of fine tune this in here the way I want it. Okay, she needs to come in. So I really like her over here, but she's a little bit bulky just right in here in this part. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring her in just a little bit right in here. Just kind of take it slow, especially from this angle, because you can get a wrong angle really easily. Okay, I'm gonna turn her back this way, thin her out just right like this, just at the tip, just a little bit. Okay, and then I want to go back in with my bit, because I can see a little bit better now, and now it's just gonna be a matter of refining her a little bit better. And I'm even gonna switch bits because I don't have too much to take down. So I'm gonna go back into that arbor band, okay? And let me get my hands dusted off. I'm not working with my duster today, so we are just going with it natural here. Okay, let's get this thinner back here. And again, I like the nail to look just really natural, so even though she's encapsulated and she's got a lot going on, I'm still gonna try to give her a really natural looking profile. Now, I don't wanna start cutting into all the stuff that I took time to put in here, so I am gonna pay attention to that, but she can come down a hair more. Okay, I'm liking her just like that. So I'm going to come back up top, even her out if she looks like she's a little higher on one side than another. Okay, then I'm going to come down that nail. And again, focus on taking off the fatty side bit here. There we go. So keep her at an angle. And we're just marrying her up with that center height. Okay, again, but on this side. And I'm looking at her down that nail. Hopefully you guys can see pretty good. Did I go back to the center, Jandy? I can get her a little thinner in through here, so that's what I'm gonna do. And same over here, I can get her thinner. Okay, I'm done with my e-file. If you need to go back around the cuticle area with your cuticle bit or something that's a little smaller and more detailed, you can do that. I've got it pretty good actually with the with that arbor band, so I'm just gonna go with what I got. If we removed any color, we can still put some back in if we need to. And I did remove a little bit of the color, so that's an easy fix though. Oh, she's so pretty, guys. Oh my gosh, I love her. Okay, let's add our color back. So I want to take that black again and just right in here, I want to add that black. I did remove a tiny bit of that white on that flower, but that's okay. I'm okay with the way it looks. I feel like you can still tell it's a daisy. So I'm okay with that, but try not to do that. Or just on your pieces that you inserted, I should say. Okay, I'm just gonna go around with this black. Okay, I like her. I'm gonna look from the side. If there's anywhere over here that I wanna add black, I'm gonna do that now. And I think there's just a couple spots. So like maybe right here. Come down that nail. A little bit back here. Let's look on this side. Yeah, a little bit over here too. And this is very tedious, but if you want to just kind of try to help yourself out a little bit more, I would recommend doing it. It's gonna make it look as pretty as it can look. Oh, I love that black. Okay. All right, let's put her in the nuker before we give her her top coat. And she'll go just for 30 seconds in here. Oh, uh-oh. The finger fell off. I told you guys, I'm in desperate need for a new one. Okay, I'm just gonna hold her in here and I'll put her back on the thing here in a second. Oops, she had another finger fall off. I think this is the finger. I can get it on there, Jandy. Okay, she's been in there long enough. All right, let me take her here. Let me try to get her put back in here. I'm gonna try to swing her to this side. Oh, did she not cure all the way? Hang on. Hang on, guys. I got a little bit of black on myself, so I'm gonna put her back in the light for a second. Sometimes you gotta tinker with stuff a little bit more than what you hoped. Hopefully though, I'll have that new hand by next week. And then we can start doing, like I said, more fingers and kind of change the design up a little bit and see which one we like better. I love playing like that. Okay, let's try to get this in here. I'm always worried I'm gonna tear my nails up. Okay. Okay, I feel like she's gonna hang on about as good as she's gonna hang on. Okay. All right, let's get her polished up. Let's zoom this in a little bit. We're gonna put on her top coat. Okay. Top coat time. She's very pretty though. I like her even like that. Okay, you ready? Here we go. We get to see what she's gonna look like, the reveal. I'm gonna do her back part and tease you guys. Okay, let's bring this down. Oh, I love that purple flower. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous, guys. I love her. Okay, and the nuker. For her last little nuke here. Might be her last nuke ever. I'm hoping so. Okay. She's got about 20 more seconds to go. She had already lost her other finger over here. I've got to put that back on with her little nail. Okay, she's got just a couple more seconds. Okay, let's see what we're working with. Oh, she's pretty. She would be really pretty as an accent nail. Have like a couple of these accent nails. Let me back you guys up a hair. What do you guys think? Do you love her? Do you think she needed more flash, or do you think she's just about right? I'm trying to decide. Just enough, you said, Jandy? Can you see the purple really well? Do you feel like? I feel like I can in person. Yeah, I like these little ones though. They turned out just as cute within here in that design. And she's still a low profile and a nice shape. She looks good. You could have her on your finger. I would wear her in a heartbeat. Oh, I would love her on all my nails. Probably if I were gonna mix her with something, like if I were gonna put another nail next to her that wasn't similarly decorated, I think I would go with a baby pink or black. Yeah. Baby pink or black, unless you're really brave and you have like a prettier tan kind of skin, then you could go with that yellow, that baby yellow. That would be pretty too. All right, my finger came off again. Okay, guys, I guess it's time to call it quits. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. And if you create anything similar online, be sure to give me a shout out in the comments because I would love to see what you do. And if you have any questions, be sure to post it in the comments and I will answer you. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. I know we only got one more day left. I may come on tomorrow and do an impromptu live because I know I've got a client coming over and she usually likes to do fun nails. So by fun nails, I mean like glitter encapsulated nails and stuff. So hopefully she'll let me film tomorrow a live and we'll come on if she does and we'll do that, okay? I'm not going to be able to get her back on there. All right, guys. I will see you later. Be sure and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Evil Goods, or Evil's, Evil's God, thank you so much for the compliments. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for being so nice. And have a great weekend. All right, bye-bye.